welcome to Tea with Honey. It's your girl HoneyDaVinci and I'm back with another video. So today I'll be doing another segment of the review and I'll be covering Love and Hip Hop Atlanta Season 9 Episode 4. So the episode starts off with Mimi and the girls taking a self-defense class because I don't know if you guys remember, but last season Mimi was at her home alone and she heard some noises in her garage. When she went to the garage, there was a man in there trying to steal her car. He actually shot at her. So she felt like it was important for all of the ladies to know self-defense, especially since some of the girls have been through domestic violence and, a plethora of things. So she felt like it would be good for the girls to get out there and to learn new ways to protect themselves, which is pretty commendable. While they're there, Carly shows up with a girl named Kiyomi. And Kiyomi is the girl who was infamous for the domestic violence situation with Bow Wow or Shad Moss. She's a very pretty girl. I noticed that right off the bat. Very, very pretty. Like next level shit, right? But it was funny because she's introducing herself to the ladies and your lady's like, alright, what's up? Hey girl. And the first thing she does is says, I'm the girl from the elevator with Bow Wow. Like, okay, girl, like, you just gonna let these strangers know, like, about your domestic violence situation? And then in her confessional, she's like, oh, I don't want people calling me the elevator girl. Well, maybe if you didn't introduce yourself as, hi, I'm the girl from the elevator, people wouldn't call you the elevator girl. Nonetheless, she introduced herself to the ladies and then just straight tells all of the ladies all of her business. So it was kind of weird to me because me personally, I'm not one of those type of people. I'm a very outgoing, very outspoken, very bubbly person. But if I don't know you, I am the complete opposite. If I don't know you, I can't even really talk around you like that. It depends on the scenery. Like, if we're at a club or a party or a scenery like that, yeah, I could talk to a stranger. That's light. I'm going to see you today and never see you again tomorrow. But I'm not going to tell you all my business regardless. But, I could talk to you and mingle with you and kick it and all that. But, like, if it's, like, an intimate setting of, like, friends and then there's, like, I'm the outcast. Like, I'm the new person being introduced to a new clique. I'm not going to start off with, hey, this is what my past is. No, fuck that. I don't know none of these bitches. I don't know none of these bitches' intentions, their motives, none of that. You know what I mean? I don't know who I'm even really going to click with. For all you know, you're going to sit here and tell this girl, all these girls that you don't even know, all your business. And one of them might not like you. And then maybe you might get into some beef with that girl later. And the next she's running around telling all your business to the whole wide world. So it's kind of like a situation like, girl, you're really going to sit there and tell everybody about your domestic violence situation? You're really going to tell everybody about you having a miscarriage? You're really going to tell everybody these things? Because people like to weaponize people past. Like Remy and Joe Budden said, weaponize my past. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. It is what it is. But, so she's doing that. So what's very peculiar about this situation is we find out later in the show that Kiyomi is actually dating Shooter. In this scene when she's with the girls, they're asking her, like, who she's dating, and she's not trying to tell anybody who she's dating. She's not trying to, like, say, I'm dating Shooter. She's not saying that. But later in the episode, we do find out that the person she is dating is Shooter. And my whole thing is, I know a lot of people are going to look at Carly crazy because it's like, girl, why would you pull up with the girl who's dating Shooter when you were best friends with Sierra? And I feel like Carly is being messy. Yes, I do feel like she's being messy. Do I feel like Carly knows? Yes, I feel like Carly knows because I feel like Carly is one of those people who you feel comfortable around. And the way that girl just literally told every single person there that she had a miscarriage and introduced herself as the elevator girl and all that stuff, I'm pretty sure when she saw Carly and met Carly, she probably was excited to meet Carly because she's from the Love and Hip Hop franchise. And, she intentionally met Carly probably. You get what I'm saying? She probably started talking to Shooter and she probably ran into Carly at a club, at an event, at whatever. And she probably intentionally became friends with Carly because she knew she was messing with Shooter and was trying to be messy and get on the show. That's the only reason why anybody would mess with Shooter. I mean, Shooter is a good looking dude, but like, he's no Denzel. You get what I'm saying? Like, for every female to know his past and the way he did Sierra, like, he's not a catch. He's not a catch. You know what I mean? I mean, unless you're trying to catch some money, he's a catch like that because he was paying that girl that he was sleeping with on Sierra. He was paying her. So if you just in it for the cast, then yeah. But other than that, Shooter's not a catch. If you're looking for something long term, if you're looking for something serious, if you're looking for anything that involves commitment, he's not the guy for that. So for her to even be messing with him, it has to be for some type of clout chase, some type of, you know, come up in some type of way. And I guess her come up right now is to be put on TV, which, you know, some would say that's a good come up. You know what I'm saying? She do play her cards right. She might not even need that storyline in the future, and she might just become a regular castmate. Play her cards right. Nonetheless, you know, after the scene with the ladies and, you know, them basically trying to get to know Kiyomi, it cuts over to Shooter, Cheyenne, which is Scrap DeLeon's sister, and Scrap DeLeon. And I love that name, by the way, Scrap DeLeon. That's probably why the ladies like him so much, anyways, because his name is Scrap DeLeon. That's a very, very exotic name, or not even exotic. That's a very sexy name. That's a very masculine name, DeLeon. I just like saying that, Scrap DeLeon. But anyway, so Cheyenne is helping Scrap and Shooter get a barbershop because they want to open their own business together and they're working together, and she's like a realtor, so she's helping them out obviously because she's his sister. And you know, they're talking about prices and all that stuff. Then that's when Cheyenne goes to leave, and I guess Shooter follows her out, and we find out that Shooter is messing with Cheyenne on the low too. So it's just a mess. Child. It is a mess. That is a mess. And you know what's so crazy is because you can clearly tell that Cheyenne is just a thirsty woman. She's literally just a thirsty woman. Like, you can tell she's one of those females that all you really have to do is tell her she's pretty and she'll bust it wide open. You can just tell by the way she carries herself in the way, like, she's just so thirsty for this man who's clearly not even interested in her. Like, he is clearly not interested in her. Like, you can just tell by the chemistry between them two. Like, it's off. Like, it's no sparks. It's no fires. No flames. It's just like she's literally just another piece of ass to him. And she knows it. And she basically reps that. Because when you see her in the scene with him and they're in the parking lot and, you know, they're hugging and kissing and whatever, she's asking him, like, why he don't really have time for her. And then she's like, well, you always got time to smash. Like, yeah, girl, that's what you are. You're a smash. You're a smash. And you know what I mean? Ain't nothing wrong with being a smash if that's all you're there to do is smash. But apparently they've been messing around for 2 years and she wants things to be serious. But girl, it's never going to happen. Okay? Never. He went from Sierra to you and Kiyomi. And probably who knows how many other females he done been to after Sierra. You get what I mean? Because he wasn't even faithful with Sierra. So, just looking at Sierra and then Kiyomi and then you, like, you're a beautiful girl, but you are not the type of girl that he would literally like cuff. You're not the type of girl he would cuff. You're not. You're not. You're too, you know, girl next door. And ain't nothing wrong being a girl next door. Girls next door become wives. But he is not a husband. He's not the husband type. You get what I mean? So, yeah. It's not going to work. And I didn't like seeing her all thirsty. It made me cringe. It was a cringy moment. because she was being all thirsty for him, and you could tell by the way he was looking at her that she was just a piece of ass, and he doesn't have any intentions of even being with her. And then when we see him in the scene with Kiyomi, he says that pretty much. He says that Kiyomi is his favorite out of all the girls he messed with, and he says to Kiyomi that he's, you know, they have an open relationship, so he's not cheating on Kiyomi by messing with other girls. But like, Kiyomi's his favorite girl. He said that on national television, knowing that it was going to be shown that you and him were together. And he literally admitted that you were not his favorite on national television. He did not have to say that. It wasn't a scene where it was him and Kiyomi and he had to say who his favorite was. No, he was in a confessional and he said that Kiyomi was his favorite girl. You get what I mean? He literally didn't have to say that. He said that because he has absolutely no respect for you. He knew that shit was going to get aired, and he did not give a shit about your feelings, girl. So you played yourself.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
But nonetheless, people play themselves every day. You know what I mean? That's just the way the cookie crumbles. And one of the things I will mention also with the whole Kiyomi situation is it was kind of odd because Shooter and Kiyomi are talking about how, Shooter's talking about how him and Kiyomi are just in this open relationship, as I said. And that's why he liked her so much, because she just accepts him for who he is. She ain't tripping off him and other women. And then when we see them interacting with each other, she's talking about some, oh yeah, Sierra this, Sierra that, how's she gonna feel, which I don't understand why her and Cheyenne keep bringing up Sierra. Sierra has a whole man. Sierra has moved on. Why y'all keep bringing up Sierra? Like, are y'all in a relationship with Shooter because y'all want to mess with Shooter? Or are y'all in a relationship with Shooter because y'all know that it's going to cause some drama with Sierra, which is going to give y'all a storyline so that y'all can stay on the show? Because I really thought it was kind of peculiar that Cheyenne and Kiyomi both brought up Sierra when they were in their scenes with their very first scene with Shooter. Bitch, bye. I'll be damned if I'm going public with my man on national television and the first scene you see me and my man together, I'm sitting there kikiing and worrying about his ex-wife. Girl, bye. But that's what both of them did, and they both goofy for that. But I just thought it was kind of odd that, you know, they're talking about how their relationship is just so open, and then we see her trying to get serious with him and talking about how if we go public, are we going to make things serious? Are you going to be serious with me? And so it was like a massive contradiction, but we know Shooter to be a liar anyway, so who knows the extent of their relationship? Who knows how she feels about it? Who knows what he's saying to her when the cameras are off? But that's neither here nor there. But I am interested to see what's going to happen once, you know, Cheyenne and Shooter finally find out about Kiyomi and all that stuff happens. You know, I'm interested into seeing that. Another thing that happened was Akbar. Oh my gosh. Akbar. Like, Akbar. I just can't with Akbar. I'm sorry. I just cannot. I can't. Akbar throws a listening party and invites all of the girls there. All of the girls show up. And literally is just there to press light-skinned Keisha for saying that she's the queen of Atlanta.
Let me. Excuse me, I'm fucking out of here right now.
Who said that? Who said that? Who said that? Who had been saying that?
And if people say, Monica, how can you laugh at that? Because damn it, it's funny.
Ciao, boo, ciao, bye. What? And it's like crazy because she did the same thing with Tokyo. And it's like, girl, you are not the queen of anything. You are a queen within yourself. That is it. You ain't the queen of rap. You ain't the queen of hip hop. You ain't the queen of poetry. You ain't the queen of nothing. You are not the queen of Atlanta. You are not the queen of anything, girl. You are not the queen of anything. So I just think it's so crazy that she's like so pressed over light-skinned Keisha, and she was pressed over freaking Tokyo Vanity, who actually had, you know, a notable hit. I thought it was so funny because she's just going off about light-skinned Keisha this, light-skinned Keisha that, and all these things. And Spice is like, both of these girls, you know, Spice has the accent. She's like, both of these girls talking about the queenness. I'm the queen. No, I'm the queen. But there's no hits. Where are the hits? Like, yes, girl. Yes. Read these bitches. Because they got it confused. Where's the hits? Where's the music? If you're the queen, why don't we know? I literally know not one song by Akbar. And it was just so crazy because when when Akbar got on that freaking stage and was performing her song, her diss track to light skin Keisha, it was so funny because it was like literally a joke. Like she's sitting up on there, she had her mouth just like she literally had her mouth like, yeah, light skin Keisha. Like when she was rapping, it was the funniest shit ever because she had her head cocked to the side and she like, yeah, I'm like skin Keisha, and it was just like comedy, yo. This shit was comedy, yo. I was crying like, why is she talking like that? And it's so sad because, yo, Akbar really is pretty as hell. She is beautiful. Like, when I see her, I don't be mad at looking at her. I could look at her, like, for a long time and not be mad at that. You get what I'm saying? Like, she is a pretty girl. Like, she could really be repping for the big girls. And she's out here with this foolery. Like, you was just pressing Alexis Scott in the last episode about her going at Carly at Rashida's event because you're not here for the mess. And then the next time we see you, you here for the mess. Like, which one is it, girl? Which one is it? So it was kind of lame, it was kind of corny, and it was like, girl, your storyline is you're the queen of Atlanta, so anytime anyone says they're the queen of Atlanta, you're going to pop back up on the scene so that you can press them. But you don't have any hits, girl. You don't even have a partial hit. You know what I mean? You don't even have like a freaking like Bianca from Black and Crew New York, like where she had chicken noodle soup, chicken noodle soup, chicken noodle soup with a soda on the side. Like, you don't even have a that. Like, you don't have anything, girl. You are not the queen of anything. You are not the queen of anything. You are not. I'm sorry, girl. Let that go. Let it go. That ship is long gone. Another thing that happened in the show was Mama D and Cece. So, child, Mama D and Cece are a hot ass mess. Now, if you know about Mama D and Cece, and I'm just going to give you a recap for those of you who don't remember. Mama D and Cece have always been beefing from day one because Mama D just straight up didn't like Cece because, you know, Mama D's crazy, you know, and that back then she was doing alcohol and whatever else, and you know, she was loopy her. She was loopy her. And so she was pressed that, you know, Mama's whatever Cece was around. And I guess she probably felt like she didn't want to share the spotlight. That's what I felt. That's the vibe I was getting from it. Because there was really no reason for her to really beef with Cece. And then I feel like the negative energy between Cece and Mama D kind of like, you know how when someone doesn't like you and you kind of get the feeling that they don't like you. And so it makes you not like them back. It's kind of was like a situation like that where Mama D didn't like Cece, and then Cece ended up staying with Mama D, and then Mama D and Cece weren't really vibing out while she was staying there. And so Cece started talking shit about Mama D while living in Mama D's house to, you know, any and everybody. And so Mama D felt some type of way because, like, girl, you living in my house, how you going to talk about me? Like Cece said, you can't just talk to me any old type of way, whether I live with you or not. So they went back and forth, and apparently Cece ended up putting her hands on Mama D. I don't remember that, but apparently it happened. I must have just missed that on one of the episodes because I wasn't really here for the drama back then either between them two, because they old as hell and they need to sit their asses down. But apparently Cece done, you know, Cece raised Bam, and we already know Bam has a hand problem.
You've been knowing her to be telling her my personal business, though.
No, I mean, just a minute. I mean, you know, I told him when we met.
But I'm saying, like, who the is she to be knowing my business?
Well, you told me everything, though.
So, the same way Ben whopped that girl, I guess that Ben mama don't whop Mama D. And so, now it's at the point where it's like the point of no return. And that's what's so key about this whole situation. You cannot be putting your hands on people and expect for y'all to mend things. Once you put your hands on someone, you do not know if that is ever going to be repairable. And a lot of times it's not. At least I know for me, if you put your hands on me, it's a done deal. It's done. The relationship is over. It don't matter who you are. The relationship is over and I'm done with you. Like, I'm good. So Mama D is not fucking with her, and rightfully so. You put your hands on me regardless of what words we both was talking shit about each other. Regardless of what anyone said about anyone, you took it to the next level of putting your hands on me. So no, we're not family, and we're not about to pretend like we're family. And so Mama D has been avoiding her. And I commend Mama D for avoiding her, because that just shows that Mama D has grown in some type of aspect with her sobriety. But Cece keeps picking and picking at Mama D while Mama D is trying to let that go and just avoid her. She literally threw a surprise party for her son, which is Scrappy, and Cece shows up to the party knowing that Mama D is not messing with her, right? Then Mama D leaves her own party because of it. She doesn't cause a scene. She doesn't get your ass thrown out of the party that she's throwing. She leaves her own party to avoid a conflict, right? Then Scrappy, Bambi, Imani, and the baby, they wanted to have dinner with the two of them and, you know, Mama D's husband. And so they all sitting down together, Cece, Mama D, and everyone. And Mama D pulls up, and Cece is going out of her way to speak to Mama D. Like, girl, you know damn well, your old ass knows damn well that she is not messing with you. See, I can't. I just cannot. 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 I know. No. You know she don't like you. You know she not rocking with you. You know you put your hands on her. She is trying to avoid a conflict with you, girl. That's why she left her own party. You know that. You are well beyond your years to know when someone is not messing with you. You are not a child. Why are you antagonizing this lady? Leave her alone. She doesn't want to speak to you. She doesn't have to speak to you. And then so she's like, hi, Mama D. Hi, Mama D. Hi, Mama D. After the first time, let it go. First of all, it shouldn't have been the first time. Because I know me, I don't have to speak to you to be around you. I don't have to fuck with you to be around you. We could be cordial without even speaking to each other. Cordial as in, we could be sitting at the same table. I don't have to speak to you. I could speak to everyone else at the table and not speak to you and not cause no problems. And we can just do that. And you can do the exact same thing. It is not going to press my spirit. But you know what's going to press my spirit is, bitch, if you know I don't fucking like your ass and you keep speaking to me. Because now I have to tell your ass that, bitch, you know I don't fucking like you. So why are you speaking to me? And that's how you cause a problem. Leave her alone. Leave her alone. She's trying to avoid the drama. She's trying to avoid it. And then even after Scrappy and Bambi, they're talking about how they want the family to be together for the kids and things like that. And Mama D says, you know what? I'm glad you say that because, you know, I want the same thing. That's when Cece gonna say, oh, you so fake. You told me back in the day that you wanted me to die and this and that. Girl.
Come here. Shut your stupid ass up. Say that, folks. Look at your dumb ass say it.
Shut up, bitch.
You want a problem with Mama D so bad. So bad. And then want to play like you the victim. You want a problem with her so bad. She avoided you at the party. She avoided you when she first came in. She probably had some time to think about it. Then, when Scrappy starts talking about the importance of bringing family together, she says, you know what? I'm willing to do that. And then you want to bring up the drama for what? Because you don't want to have a good relationship with Mama D. You want everyone else to hate Mama D. So you're going to keep poking and keep poking and keep poking and then hide your hands. And so when Mama D acts crazy like her normal crazy self, everyone can look at Mama D like Mama D is crazy. Something wrong with Mama D. She's doing too much. But girl, you knew exactly what you was doing when she first walked in there. And you're going to say, Mama D, hi Mama D, hi Mama D. Y'all see her, it's her, it's not me. Girl, leave her alone. She don't have to speak to you. Who are you that she has to speak to you? She doesn't have to. She's a grown-ass woman. She can choose who she wants to speak to. She can choose who she wants in her life. And it's not you, boo-boo. You crossed the line first. You crossed the line by putting your hands on her. Now, Mama D did take it from Mama D did take it from 60 to 150 because she pulled out a eulogy. That was for Cece. Now, that was kind of extra. That was much. That was a lot much. That was doing the most. That's what that was. And it was in bad taste and all that, but you cannot be mad at someone. Well, no, let me rephrase that. You cannot tell somebody how to react when they're being provoked. That's all I can say to that. You can't tell someone how to react when they're being provoked. You get what I'm saying? I can't spit on you and then be mad that you duffed my shit. Can't happen like that. You antagonized her on more than one occasion and she walked away. So now that the bomb has blown up and the antics that you know she's capable have come out, don't try to make it seem like she's the bad guy. Y'all both are wrong. Y'all both been wrong. And you started it. So at the end of the day, it's still your fault because you started it. And you crossed the line first. Because a eulogy and putting your hands on someone, I'd rather somebody make a eulogy of me than to put their hands on me. Period. Period. Because you can want me dead all you want, bitch. I'm still here. Still breathing. Still sipping. Still living my life. Whether you want me here or not. But don't put your hands on me, though. That's where I draw the line. So that was that with Mama D and Cece. The last scene we see in the show is Young Jock and light-skinned Keisha. So what happened was when Akbar was throwing her listening party for her diss track to light-skinned Keisha, Young Jock was there as well. So while he's there, you know, he's talking to Akbar about, dang, nobody likes light-skinned Keisha. Like, what's going on with this? Like, because we had Bambi had the situation with light-skinned Keisha. And now we have, you know, freaking Akbar beefing with light-skinned Keisha. What's going on? So he advised Akbar, like, listen, I'm having light-skinned Keisha come on my radio show. I advise you call in so that you can get what you need to get off your chest. Being messy, of course, like Jock is. Just like Jock flirting with Carly at the party. But we ain't even gonna go there because it's not a key moment. But anyway, so fast forward, light-skinned Keisha does arrive to Jock's radio show. And so, you know, she's on there to promote herself. And, you know, she's patting herself on the back and bigging herself up and going off about how she's the queen of Atlanta. So Young Jock doing his messy deeds like he always does. Young Jock always manages to find a way to squeeze in some mess every season. He's like, well, you know, that last part about you being the queen, you know, that could ruffle some people's feathers when you go around proclaiming yourself as that. I have somebody who wants to talk to you. And so immediately you can tell light-skinned Keisha was kind of shook. She's like, who you got? Like, who's there? And so he turns on the TV and it's fucking Akbar on the big screen. Lord have mercy on my soul. So Akbar is on the TV trying to press her, like, you the queen of Atlanta, I'm the queen of Atlanta. And that's when light-skinned Keisha immediately is like, I'm out of here. No, I'm not even doing that. I'm not even going to address it. This, and that. This, and that. And so it's like, what was the whole point of you calling yourself the queen of Atlanta if you're not gonna, somebody's trying to come for your title, girl. What you gonna do? You get what I mean? Like, what are you gonna do? It was kind of a corny incident, but I was here for it. I ain't gonna lie, I was here for it because I kind of like, I'm not really feeling light-skinned Keisha's vibe. I'm not really feeling it because I'm just not. It's just like, how can I explain it? I prefer females who carry themselves a certain type of way, and I don't like how cocky she is for no reason. You know what I mean? Like, she's like, oh yeah, everyone's jealous of me. Everyone's jealous of you. She's one of those type of females who feels like everyone is jealous of them. Like, oh, everyone's jealous of me in my relationship. Girl, Bambi is not jealous of you in your relationship. She's literally married to Scrappy, who's a celebrity. And he put her on to Love and Hip Hop. And she gets paid very well for chilling on the show and not even recording on the show, apparently. Because apparently Bam then came out and said that she gets paid whether she's seen on the air, on the episode or not. You know what I mean? So Bambi is not jealous of you, girl. So for her to be going around saying that everybody's jealous of her, everybody just has it out for her because she's just so cute, she's just so beautiful, it's like, girl, you ain't gotta humble yourself, but snap into reality more so than anything, because I don't feel like nobody has to humble themselves. I don't have a problem with people bigging themselves up, but like, if you're gonna big yourself up, big it up like rightfully so. You know what I mean? Like Nicki Minaj. You know, Nicki Minaj be going off about how she's the queen of rap and all this shit. I don't have a problem with that, bitch. Say it a million times. You know why? Because, bitch, you put the work in. If Beyonce was to come out, Beyonce calling herself the queen bee, I don't have a problem with that because you put the work in. Shoot. I don't have a problem with nobody who rightfully so proclaims themselves and bigs themselves up and pats themselves on the back and brags about their accomplishments, because all of them have come from some hard places, some down places. They all started from the bottom. And you know what I mean? They worked their way up. And even if they didn't start from the bottom, they worked hard to get to where they are. But girl, you are not that cute, nor that fly, nor that nothing to be talking about how every person on Love and Hip Hop is jealous of you and your relationship with some no-name dude. The Van Goghs are like, y'all are not that lit to where everyone and their mom is just so jealous of y'all. You get what I mean? Like, I'm not here for that type of mentality. Like, I'm not here for it. Now, it'd be one thing if you was like a Cardi B. You know how Cardi B blew up from Love and Hip Hop and like just straight up just went to the top and just was like killing it in the game. Then, and if it was like some females like Akbar coming for her, then yes, bitch, roast her ass, put her on the skillet, fry her, throw her in the motherfucking oven if you have to, bake that bitch, chop that bitch up, saute, do what you gotta do, salt that bitch up. But girl, you damn near on the same level as Akbar. Like, let's keep it real. Like, your name got some buzz, but I personally don't know any of your music, and I listen to music pretty heavy. For me not to know who you are, just now learning about who you are from Love and Hip Hop, you're like in the same lane as Akbar's. And yeah, you're pretty, but Akbar is pretty too. So, but if you think you're better than Akbar because you skinny and you got a nice body, Bambi not like that. Bambi's a whole model, like, you know what I mean? Like, everyone's not jealous of you, girl. And definitely not jealous of your relationship, because apparently you had to backstab one of your homegirls in order to get him in the first place, so nobody's going to be jealous of that. But overall, it was a decent episode. It was cool. Wasn't my favorite episode. Hopefully the episode has more energy and is more high volume than this, but it was cool. You know, I'm looking forward to seeing what's going to happen with Mama D and freaking Bambi, honestly, because Bambi's like, after you said it to my mom, I don't know how I feel about you, and after you got the eulogy of my mom, I don't know how I feel about Mama D. So I look forward to seeing what's going to happen with that. You know, right now I'm just sitting back waiting and seeing. I'm curious about Jock and Carly because, like I said, they were flirting at the party with each other. More so Jock flirting with Carly and Carly like stopping him in his tracks. So I'm curious to see if that's going to, you know, happen more often. Like, I'm always here for Jock and Carly because I love them together, but who knows what's going to happen. That's my review on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta Season 9, Episode 4. I appreciate you guys so much. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell for more videos like this. Love you guys. Bye. Mwah.